I'm Josh.
And I'm Caleb.
And
we are Holdfast Marine.
We do everything from basic service to advanced troubleshooting. We carry many products for your boating needs, and if we don't have it, we can get it by the next day. We also carry a full line of AMSOIL synthetic lubricants, as well as interstate batteries. If you mention this ad, you will receive a 10% discount on your first service. And remember,
for all your boating needs, it's Holdfast Marine.
Hey guys, this is Kevin Hawk with thebasscast.com, and what I want to talk to you about today is summertime frog fishing. You know, it seems like the hotter it gets, the better bass bite a frog. And today I'm going to talk about what setup I like to throw my frog on, as well as what frogs I like to throw. On my setup, I like to throw a Fred's Magic Stick. This is made by iRod. It's a 7-foot 5-inch rod, 4 power, and it's a great all-around frog rod. I throw it on an Abu Garcia Revo SX with a 7-to-1 gear ratio. You know, having a fast gear ratio reel is a must-have when you're fishing a frog in order to take up a lot of slack in your line in a quick amount of time. And as far as my braid, I like to throw Berkley Spiderwire Ultracast. If I'm fishing open water, I'll go with 50-pound test. But if I'm fishing, you know, pads, any type of slop, thick cover, I'll step it up to 65-pound test. Now, as far as the frogs I like to throw a few different kinds depending on the type of cover that I'm fishing. You know, if I'm fishing, you know, thick mats, I like the Sumo frog. This is a wide-bodied frog that displaces water, and it's, you know, it weighs more than other frogs too. So it really sits down in the mat really well, and it seems like, you know, this can generate more bites in the thick stuff. One modification, or actually a few modifications I like to do to this frog, is I always trim the skirts down at least 3/4 to 1 inch, and you want to make sure they're perfectly even. Basically, it's just a confidence thing for me, but it also, you know, when you come to open holes in the mats, it helps the frog to walk better, and that's important because that helps generate bites. What I also like to do is replace the stock hook with the 4/0 Gamakatsu EWG frog hook. You can tell at the EWG hook points, it's right against the sides of the frog, and it offers a good hookup ratio. Another favorite frog of mine that they don't make anymore actually is the Reaction Innovation Swamp Donkey. Now this is a thinner profile frog, and it weighs a lot lighter than the Sumo frog. I like this frog for open water situations, or, you know, even sparse cover like tules or pencil reeds. Anything where you want to keep the bait, you know, walking really well. This does a great job. And again, you know, you need to replace the stock hooks that come with this frog with the Gamakatsu EWG frog hook. And again, definitely trim those skirts down about 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch, maybe even to an inch, depending on what you like. Now, probably my favorite frog right now is the Koppers Live Target Frog. I mean, not only do these things look, you know, very realistic, but they're probably the softest frog on the market, and that's extremely important for hookup ratio. I mean, if you get a frog that you have trouble pushing down on it, that's not good, because when a bass comes up and blows up on it, it's not going to get hooked up every time. So the Koppers is probably the softest frog out there, and it walks extremely well. This thing comes pretty much spot on out of the package. It comes with the quality Gamakatsu EWG frog hook. The only thing you might want to do, again, is trim the legs on the skirt about 3/4 to 1 inch. I hope these tips help you out, and it's summertime, so go out and throw a frog. Join me next week for another tip on thebasscast.com.